The title of this mini podcast is Realization Without Reason. You know what? There's no getting around it. We are reasoning beings. It's one of the great gifts of being human. But even too much of a good thing can be counterproductive. A lion's share of reasoning can take us down a rabbit hole that's hard to escape from. Reasoning can become addicting, just like going from one cat video to another on YouTube. Reasoning is too often a diversion from reality, which takes us down unnecessary and rocky side roads, causing us self-inflicted bumps, bruises, and worse. Here's a real-life example of how we do this. Let's pretend you got fired from a job. Now, many of us can relate to that reality. We now have the realization that we're unemployed. It's what comes next that either stops us in our tracks or shines a light on a way forward. If we go into reasoning mode, we get lost. The boss had it out for me since the first day. They have no idea all that I did for them, but they're going to find out what they're missing out on now that I'm gone. And the reasoning goes on and on. Reminds me of a story I've told many times. It's about an exercise Werner Erhard did in his EST seminars. He would bring someone to the front of the group and ask them to pick an ice cream flavor. Their choices were chocolate or vanilla. The person would give their answer. Let's say they picked vanilla. He would then ask, "Why did you pick vanilla?" The person would say, "Because I like vanilla." He would tell them that was the wrong answer and ask them again why they picked vanilla. They would give another reason like, "I don't like chocolate." He'd again tell them that was the wrong answer and ask the question again. This back and forth went on for a painfully long time, and each time the person came up with another reason, he would tell them that was the wrong answer. Finally, he asked, "Would you like to hear the correct answer?" The whole room responded with an exasperated yes. He said, "You picked vanilla because you picked vanilla. You got fired because you got fired. Period." The reasons can go on ad infinitum, and where do those reasons take you? Backwards. It's quite natural due to our conditioning to come up with reasons. We believe it will smooth our feathers. But when it goes on too long, it takes on a life of its own and leaves you abandoned in that rabbit hole. Your lifeline is to realize the real-life reality you find yourself in and short-circuit the reasoning machine. It's the fastest way forward. Now, I won't claim it's an easy thing to do, only necessary for you to find your way through. When you get to the point of realization without reason, you're like the ball player who lost last year's World Series and realizes this is a whole new season. All the best, John.